It's John and Rachel, Yajagoff Late Night, episode number 39. Always reminding you that if you're watching it, you can always watch it every Friday here on Facebook or on YouTube. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the podcast wherever you get your podcast, but also you can listen to it on the radio.
Oh, wow. Also, so many events coming up. If you go to our calendar on the website, we're finally working on that again, right? It's up there.
It's under construction. It is like Route 28.
Man, never mind. Ignore me.
It's been under construction longer than Route 28 has been under construction.
There's a ton of really good events coming up that we want you to go see because, you know, it's still summertime. Until after Labor Day, we're still enjoying every ounce of summer that we can. But yes, it's John and Rachel. We have a little blog that we write every single day other than podcast drop day. And I have to tell you, here we are at Alloy 26, and one of these blogs happened here. Sorry.
It didn't happen here. It was, how do you say Yola? It's Alloy backwards.
I was like, wait.
I
was like, you called them out already. It wasn't Alloy, but it was somebody here.
So, listen, the blog was started years ago because people aren't nice to other people. And it's kind of crazy. We have to call those people out. Yeah. So, we here at Alloy 26, we saw that we had a garbage basket in the hallway. And there, you see the picture on here if you're watching it. You'd see the 2 cups of coffee
floating,
that are half full sitting on the top.
Yeah.
And left for the garbage people, the cleaning people, to come and pull up that bag. And what's going to happen when they pull up the bag? It's going to spill the coffee.
How many steps
and
to
go
the
down
sink,
there.
do you think? 11?
Right, 11 steps to the sink. You could have gone and be more considerate person. Dump the coffee, then throw it in the garbage can.
Can you tell we were mad? So we left it.
Be considerate to the people that take care of your offices. Don't be a Jagoff.
Next up, Jagoff or not.
We had a picture of a filet mignon steak and a bottle of Heinz ketchup next to it, which is
ketchup.
Not a big deal, but the question is, Jagoff or not, do you put ketchup on a filet mignon?
Never.
And there were so many people. No, I don't.
And you didn't gag.
I did not gag.
So that's a good
but
thing.
You don't put ketchup on anything as far as I'm concerned. But most people said you're a Jagoff if you put ketchup on a filet mignon.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't think that? We have some really cool guests before we get into what's happening at the National Comedy Center. So our guests tonight, the cool part, they're all repeats. So they knew exactly what to expect on Yajagoff Late Night. But they're doing such amazing things, they all had to come on again.
Right. And they're all used to our little new area, Alloy 26, over here at 106 Isabella Street, in the shadows kind of Willie Stargell statue.
In the shadows.
And we're figuring it out down here. But we're going to the National Comedy Center at some point on some trips. But we want to let you know that there is a big comedy festival, Lucille Ball Comedy Festival, coming up in August 1st through 4th. Over 50 events for you to attend. Jamestown, New York is only 2.5 hours away from Pittsburgh.
Yes. It's a super short trip. We're super stoked to go. Nicole Byer. Now, apparently, Michaela watches Nailed It like it's her job.
Woo-woo.
Yeah, she was super excited. So Netflix's own Nailed It. She is headlining, as well as a ton of late night comedy shows that are featuring the best touring comedians from around the country. There are free block parties, not Brock. I Love Lucy fan events and so much more. So make sure you check that out.
Yeah. So it's August 1st through the 4th in Jamestown, New York, only 2.5 hours away. Get your tickets at comedycenter.org. All right. Right now, our friend Mitch Dugan is a comedian at heart.
A little bit.
Right. He is funny. And he's talking a little bit funny slant on all these attorney commercials that are coming out there because you do need an attorney. Mitch Minutes. And then coming back, Yajagoff Late Night.
You're in trouble.
Okay. You know, the insurance company offered me $5,000 and they got me $300,000. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not unusual, right? The insurance companies always lowball people. So that, I mean, I'm sure they're putting one of their best case scenario there, but I mean, we've had that happen multiple times. You know, we've actually had people from other firms, you know. There's another big firm in town. They had the case almost 2 years. The statute was about to run. They dumped them, and we took the case and got them almost $200,000. So, you know, every firm's a little different. But if you see somebody and they say, you know, the insurance company offered me X and so got me 3 or 4 times X, I mean, that's not unusual. You know, that's why you need a lawyer.
Welcome to Fernandina. Can I take your orders?
You need a tap it?
No, we don't use this. We know how to yell the sandwich, the cook. Here we go.
Thank you, Tony.
Anytime.
Dig in.
It's John and Rachel. We love to dig into iconic Pittsburgh places like Permanis. So we brought our friends
from People's Gas. Hey guys. Hey, it's that time of year again when homeowners are going to start those outdoor projects. So what we need you to know is please call at least 3 business days before you dig.
It doesn't matter if it's a big project like a pool or a new garage or something small like a mailbox. Always call before you dig.
I called. We can dig in.
So please call 811 3 business days before excavating so you don't have to call 911.
I've been thinking that Rohrich Automotive needs a new jingle.
Rohrich Automotive got the best cars around Pittsburgh.
Driving a Rohrich, I bought it at Rohrich. Picked up my new car at Rohrich Automotive. I got friends at Rohrich Automotive where the staff is nice and the dealership's loaded with brand new cars. And you can drive real far.
Mancini's Bakery, 97 years in business and still getting better. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you will see various Pittsburgh personalities like Gretchen McKay, Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, KDKA's own Mary Hours, and WPXI's Jenna Harner, learning how to make the famous Italian twist bread. Follow Mancini Bakery on Instagram and Facebook, and remember to ask for Mancini's.
Please. John and Rachel, you Jagoff late night. I cut you off. We didn't get a chance to pitch who all of our guests are. So
It's okay.
go
Somebody's
for it.
here, so that's a good thing.
Right. Yeah, thank God.
Somebody's on the couch.
They showed up despite the parking.
We are kicking it off with our neighbor from River Life, and we're so excited because it's that simple. We can say, can we borrow sugar? Do you want to come on our show? So welcome to the show.
Can we borrow your river?
Can we share your river?
Right.
There you go. We had Matt on the last time, but Emily Bullawater.
Emily Ballawater.
Bow.
Really
I
close.
thought I had it with Bull.
Ballawater.
It's a tough name.
How's that?
Ballawater.
Okay, perfect. Emily Ballawater, and she is the Director of Communications at River Life. We just had coffee so we could find out exactly what your title is, because to us, you do so many things. You're always talking great things, River Life. You're walking through the neighborhoods and just seeing how great the people are enjoying the rivers. I mean, that's literally what you're doing, is checking it out. And we got to sit down with you and talk. And now you have so many big things that are happening. So welcome.
Thank you so much. It's so great to be with you. I'm glad that we could connect here today. I'm glad that we're starting to be friends. I grew up in Pittsburgh, so these rivers are like home to me,
Right.
and I'm glad to be working
But
with
you
them.
embrace it. You
Yes,
really do. And every
yes.
time we've seen you, like, it was finally like, we got to get coffee. We got to get coffee. And then finally we did. And it was like a 2-hour thing because there was so much to catch up on.
Yes.
So tell us, August is a big month for River Life, right?
Yeah, August is a huge month for River Life. So River Life was founded in 1999 in August. So this August is our official 25th anniversary. It's our 25th birthday.
How about that?
And we have some pretty amazing activations coming up. River Life creates, activates, and celebrates 15 miles and over 1,000 acres of rivers and riverfront property. Moves from the Allegheny to the Ohio to the Monongahela. So all 3 of our rivers. And we have some really exciting things happening this month in celebration of those 25 years.
25 years. That went so fast.
Oh, tell me about it.
Well, and even when we were talking, remember, like, we didn't know when it became a thing, for lack of a better term, because I don't mean that disrespectfully. We always had rivers.
Yes.
We always had life, but we
Yes.
never put the two together. And so it took, as you said, a couple of great minds to really say, hold on, there's something here, and we need to really, continue to figure out how this can be helpful. Sorry, what are you guys?
No, not at all. So tell us in general about what River Life does, because we're neighbors and we met for coffee, as Rachel said, to find out what you do. But I'm not sure that everybody knows that you exist. And
Invite them for coffee.
What does
Go
River
ahead.
Life do?
Yeah, absolutely. So for 25 years, River Life has been behind the scenes in pretty much every major riverfront restoration, reclamation, to put people at the center of the rivers. So right now you can walk up and down so many of the rivers. You can experience the water. Being near water makes us healthier and happier. And River Life was really part of the vision plan. There were all of these projects that were happening, but it was patchwork. And River Life really held together a vision of these interconnected green spaces, parks, trails, healthy rivers, and healthy spaces for people to gather, places for people to experience community.
That's such
And
a
I
good way
think
of
people
saying it.
remember the regatta, right?
Of course.
And so that wasn't you guys, but obviously River Life includes
Emily was
that.
like, "Remove
Something
my
like that.
name."
But in the meantime, you know, we've taken it much further than that because it's kayaks, it's, you know, boating life, it's things along the shore, even walkways. It's amazing. Like, as we say, we're here at Alloy 26. When we have a meeting up the river, or down the river, actually, I guess that is, and at People's Gas or at Acrisure Stadium, we walk along the river, and it's fantastic.
It doesn't matter if you say up or down the river. I'm gonna trust you that that's exactly right.
There you go.
You had me.
That sounds perfect, and that's exactly it. These rivers are spaces. They're the calling card of our region. When somebody from outside of Pittsburgh thinks about this city, rivers and bridges, maybe French fries on sandwiches, but rivers and bridges tend to be pretty high on the list of things that you consider when you think about what makes Pittsburgh really unique and really pretty tremendous.
Yeah.
So what is the one? There's a couple of events that are happening.
Yeah.
We all know the big one, right? The party to attend, and we all want to attend it. But there's something that we really are intrigued by because, again, you sort of piqued our interest when we were chatting earlier this month. But what's happening in August that we need to know about?
Okay, so we're really excited about this. August 16th, 17th, and 18th. Pittsburgh is going to host the kickoff of the Ohio River Tour of Flotsam River Circus. And
What is that?
What
Because
is
it's so-
Flotsam
right.
River Circus?
Yes.
Right. So Flotsam River Circus is a project from an artist out of Seattle who thought a long time ago that he explains it that when he was a kid, he just wondered what would happen if he got together a bunch of his friends and put together a raft and floated down the river giving performances along the way. He's not a kid anymore, and he has brought together this vision. Circus performers, circus artists, musicians, contortionists, illusionists are going to be performing on this raft and literally floating their stage from Pittsburgh to Paducah.
Where's Paducah?
Paducah, Kentucky.
I mean, John knew this. Okay, can I just say, John knew. He was like, "Oh, Kentucky."
yeah.
The normal person does not know that, but it's pretty cool.
but he was looking for the
Alliteration.
and
Yes.
So he
That's
really
true.
wanted to hit that Pittsburgh and Paducah. So we started talking to Jason a couple of months ago, and River Life was here to connect him with the best spaces for him to perform in the city. So I'm really excited to say we're on all three rivers and all three land masses, which means that a Pittsburgher does not have to cross a bridge, even though I would absolutely
Oh,
ask
gosh.
a Pittsburgher
Right.
to
Yeah,
cross
right.
a bridge.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're going to be in 3 different locations, August 16th, 17th, and 18th. It's pretty exciting activation.
So, you know, Pittsburgh loves to be first. Is this a first of for us?
So this is a first of for us. This
Okay.
is his 3rd river tour, which
Sure.
I'm going to say it's actually pretty great for a 3rd river tour. We have 3 rivers here in Pittsburgh, so
Right.
everything
Right.
is aligning.
Yeah.
He did the Mississippi River last year, and the Mississippi River, what's interesting about the difference, the Mississippi River has kind of low banks where people can gather to see the show. The Ohio River has more significant seawall drops. So
Okay.
for the Mississippi River Tour, he was asking for forgiveness and not permission. For the Ohio River Tour, he is asking for permission instead,
Okay.
and he needed some assistance because the spaces are a little bit more complicated.
Wow.
So
This is
is
so
that
cool.
kind of like
So
his
different.
thing? He shows up, he can park his raft, his
boat,
stage,
yep.
and just kind of do his thing. It's not like, you know, you have to rent out Stage AE.
Sure.
You have to
Yeah.
rent out PPG. Do
Exactly.
you have to rent out a piece of the river?
That's very
That's a good question.
It's an excellent
thank
question.
you.
No, don't go that far, Emily. We didn't need excellent. Yeah.
Well, it's a big part of the work that I've been doing for the last couple
Ah,
of
I
months,
got
to be
you.
honest with you.
Yeah.
So that's exactly the question. He's a square peg in a round hole.
Yeah.
Sure.
So he has his own stage. He is floating on the river. He's pretty small, so the Coast Guard isn't too concerned about him. So big picture, nobody's too worried about what kind of chaos he might cause, but we had to find the places where people could gather.
Yeah.
So we worked with DCNR, which is the organization that operates Point State Park. We're going to be at Point State Park on August 16th on the Allegheny Riverside. You mentioned the regatta before. So I'll say, if you've been in Pittsburgh for a while, the regatta steps is where you will gather to see the show. And then he and his troupe will be floating around the point to the Monongahela River. We'll be at South Shore Riverfront Park, which is just under the South Side Works, the plaza at South Shore Riverfront Park. He'll be at the river there on Saturday night, and then we'll float back to the point and to the North Shore to the Great Lawn, to the Ohio River for our giant bon voyage before we send them on their way. That'll be Sunday night, August 18th.
Wow.
At
So
6
people
p.m.
can just show up at any location is essentially it.
Exactly. Free
I
and
love
open to
that.
the public. The show is about an hour long. He tells me that because this is early in the tour, it might last a little bit more than an hour. They're still going to be pulling the show together.
Yeah.
But it should
Use
be
our term, ish.
an hour.
It's an hour-ish for flotsam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It should be a really fun, funky activation. The loose story that they'll be telling is one of climate change. So the idea, and most of this is done through puppetry and mime, so there's not a lot of spoken word. There is some spoken word, but the people on the boat are the last humans on Earth because climate change has changed the world, and everyone around them, the audience, are mutant fish. So that's the very loose
Remember when I wanted to do
narrative
that?
and
Right.
storyline.
She's been
pretty
dying
cool,
to
Wait,
be
remember
in
when what?
Greece.
I was kidding. I was like,
she's been
remember
dying
when
to
I
be in the
wanted to
play
do-
Greece and to be a mutant fish. So this
I
is
did.
perfect.
So
yeah.
now you're checking that box.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Well, this is perfect. This is a perfect
Right.
activation.
It is such
for
a brilliant
you.
thing. In all seriousness, I just think it's such a unique form of art, and it's free. You know, and
Exactly.
it's something for the end of summer for families to come out and just really enjoy. And like you said, be around the rivers. That's
Do
the
we have to
important
give
part.
credit to somebody other than River Life who paid for this?
So they do this as a passion project.
Wow.
They will accept donations, which will help them on their tour. But they are truly doing this out of the love for the art.
Right.
They are working on ways to better monetize the overall system. But he does this because he's interested in seeing how communities
wonderful?
connect.
Yeah.
It's really a passion project.
Yeah.
He is a musician, so he has another way to allow
Okay.
art to be his life. But it's a pretty tremendous experience
Heck
for
yeah.
him to be able to come to cities and just do what he loves. And River Life specifically, we love to see these catalytic moments. So connecting with an artist who wants to do something on the rivers in these kind of complicated spaces. These aren't the easiest spaces to work through. So from River Life's perspective, just helping him through that process and finding the right partners. And once again, DCNR, the URA, and the Sports and Exhibition Authority, they were really tremendous. They wanted to see this happen. So we worked
different.
through that.
We love it. And then you also have Party at the Pier, right?
Yeah. So
I mean, as if, right? It's
Exactly.
the party. Yeah.
Well, and that's what's so fantastic about August. This is a huge month for us. It's our 25th birthday.
Yep.
We
You're
have
celebrating.
we have a free, family-friendly, funky, irreverent circus happening on the rivers one weekend, and the following weekend, River Life's Party at the Pier Galactic, presented by Peoples on
Amazing.
Friday night, August 23rd.
There you go. All right. Did you bring us a junk drawer gift? 'Cause I'm
Oh
looking
my
over there.
God, I
I think I see a
did.
visor. Is that mine?
They are. I dug deep, and I went deep into the junk drawer. So first of all, you have some treasure maps. This
Oh
is
my gosh.
so these are the Flotsam River
That is so cool.
Ohio River tour. Like, here be monsters. X marks
Love
the spot.
it. We got treasure map.
That
He's not paying attention.
no, I'm sorry. There's someone trying to get in.
I love it.
You got some stickers and also some River Life
Oh wait,
visors.
this is the logo. Hold on a minute. We have to show this.
And this,
Yeah.
awesome. All right. While you're opening that, Emily,
Yeah.
question of the day. The
nervous.
Olympics are beginning. What would you want to compete in?
Oh my goodness. I'm not a
Could
competitive
you stand a chance?
person.
Oh, you're not at all.
I
For
don't.
Summer Olympics, though, like if you could do any of them, what would you pick?
Can I be the event planner who
Yes,
helps?
that is such a good answer because I think I would do
want
the
like
same
the
thing.
opening ceremony event planner. I had to click record because I don't want to miss a moment of that.
That's so true.
And
That's
I
such a-
can't wait
I would
to
do
see
the
what
PR.
unfolds
I'm with
tonight.
you. Emily, where can everybody find out more about River Life?
Absolutely. Go to riverlifepgh.org specifically for the River Circus. Just add a /River Circus to that and you'll go right to all of the information.
easy.
You can follow us on social media under those same handles, River Life PGH.
Enjoy these rivers. We enjoy you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Next up, we're
G-Chat.
talking ice cream, though, with Kristy Graver.
Right.
Welcome to Flamingo. Can I take your orders?
You need a tap it?
No, we don't use this. We know how to yell the sandwich to cook. Here we go.
Thank you, Tony.
Anytime.
Dig in.
It's John and Rachel. We love to dig into iconic Pittsburgh places like Permanis. So we brought our friends from People's Gas. Hey, guys.
Hey, it's that time of year again when homeowners are going to start those outdoor projects. So what we need you to know is please call at least 3 business days before you dig.
It doesn't matter if it's a big project like a pool or a new garage or something small like a mailbox. Always call before you dig.
I called. We can dig in.
So please call 811 3 business days before excavating so you don't have to call 911.
PittsburghUsedCars.com. With hundreds of used cars across 8 dealerships throughout the city, we provide the greater Pittsburgh area with a premium used car buying experience. Looking for unbeatable pricing on some of the best used cars in Pittsburgh? Visit Pittsburgh Used Cars Clearance Zone today. We're providing out-the-door pricing on all of our clearance zone inventory. PittsburghUsedCars.com.
It's another G-Jet. We're hanging at Union Brothers Brewing in Harmony, and I'm joined by Vince, the insurance guy, my preferred insurance and home solutions.
You got it.
Vince, we're here at Union Brothers Brewing. We're going to talk about the Firecracker Burger because this thing looks amazing. But more importantly, Shindig is coming up August 4th and 5th. Tell everybody all about Shindig.
Yeah, you nailed it. August 4th and 5th, Sunday and Monday. Starting at 11 o'clock when the brewery opens, we have a vendors fair and car show on Sunday, followed by a ton of inside and outside entertainment all day long. Monday, starting at 4 o'clock, we have a giant car show out in the green area. We have several other musicians playing inside and outside all day long, featuring our headliner to close out the show on Monday night. Johnny Angel in the Halos will be here playing outside of their stage to close things out for the day.
John and Rachel, Yajagoff late night. We're figuring the new space out. Last segment, I was just trying to unlock the door downstairs as we're concentrating on a guest.
Somebody was coming to say hey. And
Right.
make sure you're checking out our G-Jets and our Where Yats. This past week, Monica was in Harmony because we are visiting the Shindig coming up on August 4th and 5th. Super excited for that event. We did it last year. There's all kinds of stuff going on, but Union Brothers Brewing in particular, we're going to need to find out if our next guest has been there before. But first of all, Kristy Graver, you are a quarterly guest, and I love that Pittsburgh Magazine is like, oh yeah, we're going to put people on rotation, but then we keep requesting you. So you just keep coming back and telling us about all the amazing things you're writing about. So before I ask you about Union Brothers, you want to do the junk drawer gift first. That's how much of a pro you are. You're used to the junk drawer.
Well, I've had this in my kitchen junk drawer
Okay.
for years.
Okay.
It is a beverage candle for like a birthday. So instead of cake, you just slip it over like the top of your bottle, and it has like, but I guess I just don't have any parties at my place, or I bought it for myself.
I feel like, yeah, that's
I feel
not your
like
jam.
putting this on a bottle and then like blowing it out by yourself is pretty sad. But
Right.
so I'm giving it to you because you would find someone to celebrate.
Yeah,
with.
nice.
And the next
Having a
time
beer.
you come on, we will have them out as little favors. How about
Please,
that?
and it's called Scumps, which is a horrible name, but
yeah.
I love
There
it.
you
Thank
go.
you so much. I love
So
that.
it really is. It looks like your bottle cap, but it
Yeah.
has a candle holder in it.
and there's a candle in there
birthday
too.
cake.
So
yeah.
But I love that she's just rooting through her junk drawer, and she's like,
my
I'm going on
drunk
their
drunk
show.
Yeah.
drawer.
No, I was
you go.
describing it for the radio.
Understood.
People. Yeah.
Okay, so Kristy, you heard us talking about G-Jet. Have you been to Union Brothers?
I
Brewing?
have actually. I was there like last weekend. Like,
Oh, get
that's
out.
not even a lie.
Just to go, or
We went
obviously
up to
for-
the Snowman And then
that's right. So it's there.
We stopped in Harmony. I grew up in Cranberry.
Right.
So like the Zilly Harmony area I love. And
Yes.
so we stopped at Union Brothers. I had been at their previous place.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I ate at the new place, which has amazing murals. There's like a big, like a Mayor McCheese mural.
Max
in the back,
Gonzalez and Shane Pilster.
and they're
right.
amazing. They
Yeah.
do so much around Pittsburgh, but it was really good. But I had a salad.
Oh.
So
who are you?
I know.
It's because you had ice cream first, maybe?
Yes, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that. Their food is fantastic.
It's really, really good,
Yeah.
and a really cool space, a cool outdoor space. So I loved it, and that's
So we
no lie.
joke every time you come that I say you're so thin, and you're like, but I just keep eating.
I
but
do.
what an amazing job! I know
It
I
is.
hate
It's
when
the best
people
job in
say
Pittsburgh.
that, but it is really the
It
best
is.
job in Pittsburgh for real, for real. I don't know who's ringing now. At this
That's my
point,
pizza
but-
guy, probably. Where are
Right
you?
at the door. But anyway, my question is, you did one of my favorite things. Challenged ice cream. Like everybody talks about pizza. Everybody talks about, the burgers. They were fantastic. I don't eat meat. So to me, it was kind of like, that's a great thing, but I'm good.
Right.
Now it was ice cream, but you went to it was an ambulance. No, it's called emergency. Go ahead. You take it.
Ice cream emergency. They actually came to our office and we had like a little ice cream party for breakfast. We have our
That's my
meetings on
dream.
Tuesday mornings. And so it's called Ice Cream Emergency, and it's a mobile ice cream parlor. It looks like a ambulance.
Right.
And they wear scrubs and they have stethoscopes.
I thought it was
There's
cute.
lots
The
of
puns
puns.
were cute. Yes.
And so you actually go on to the little, it's a bus.
I saw that.
And
yes.
they have like a full ice cream parlor in there. And like I was eating like this humongous sundae at 10 o'clock in the morning and it was great.
Right. But then you just sort of let the rest of the day fall into place. Well, and I thought it was really cool because you referenced Pub on Wheels in that same article.
Yeah.
Because
which
it's
I saw
similar.
here.
Yes.
And that was
How
great.
cool.
Yeah.
So this must be a trend.
Yeah.
But they each had a different reason for why they were doing
Right.
it.
And it's more like a catering thing. So it's not like it's going to be like out and about and like you just go on it. But so you
Sure.
can get it for like your corporate parties and events and stuff like that. It's really, really fun.
And
The
was
people
it
that
so
own
good?
And it was great.
Was it?
It was really great.
Okay.
So is it a local thing or is this a franchise? Are there other ice cream emergency vehicles
Yeah,
around
so
the
they
country?
like I can't remember the town that they live in, but it's the Pittsburgh region. So they're Butler County,
okay.
Allegheny County, and I think Westmoreland County that they cover, but they're all over the place. So they're really busy this time of year. So I'm not like a big summer person, but obviously I like scary stuff and I like the fall. But
We didn't
I love
know that
ice
about
cream.
you. We did not know that about you.
Yeah.
But your time is coming up so soon, October.
It is. It's coming.
Yeah.
But but I do like my birthday's around Christmas. So if you're into Christmas year round, you can go to Monongahela and there's a place called Sweets by Mrs. C. And it's a year round Christmas themed ice cream parlor. Monongahela is a very cute town. It's very Rockwellian.
Oh, okay.
So especially around Christmas, if you've never been up there. But you walk in and it is just like Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. And the person that looks like Mrs. C, she just turned 93 this week and she is adorable. She plays Mrs. Claus and she
That is
looks
so
just like
cute.
her, and it's the best. They're
And then that's like a tradition that they have
they've been
or she's
up
there all.
Yeah, she's been playing Mrs. Claus for decades.
Gotcha.
Wow.
But they just opened this place in 2019. It's adorable. I love everything about it. The people are just so wholesome and lovely and wonderful, and you just like feel very nostalgic candies and stuff like that. They also sell there.
And where is that again?
Monongahela.
Yeah,
Monongahela, which is like my favorite.
Right. So
I like saying
I'm
the
trying
word.
to think
Me too.
of down by. Let's see. I'm trying to
Down
think.
up Route 51. I
Yeah.
believe I'm so bad at. I'm a
You know,
Pittsburgher. I'm really bad at
I'm
giving
trying to
directions.
picture what like.
Look it up
Okay.
on Google.
Yeah, that's the
I'm
bottom
probably
line,
telling you
right?
the wrong way to go, but
If you're unfolding your map to get there, don't go because
Yeah, and
just
that's
you
totally-
gotta have a smartphone to get there. And that's what else? What other ice cream is your fave?
well, I mentioned the Snowman. It's up in Portersville,
Yeah.
right off the 79 exit, and it is just a shave ice stand, but it's shaped like a giant snowman, and it's adorable. He's holding like a little cone like this, and the people that own it, Brian and Debbie LaChance, are again the nicest people. I think you really have to be a nice person to serve ice cream. I don't want some like mean person serving me ice cream. It just ruins it. These people are so nice. There's horses in the field, even like a little miniature horse. His name is Hank. He's so cute. It's the best thing. So you can go to Moraine or you could go to McConnell's Mill. You get a shave ice like whenever you're leaving. It's so good. A very, very adorable, very Instagram worthy. They actually filmed a horror movie there in the
double
spring.
life right there.
So I mean, it checks all the boxes.
Yeah. That's funny.
So these are becoming like destinations. So it's not
it's
just
a travel
like,
thing. It's a good. I mean, it's only 40 minutes from like the North Hills. It's not really a long trip, and it's just a fun thing to do. It's like on Roadside America. It's like I love that programmatic architecture. So you're eating a snow cone out of a snowman, and he's actually holding a snow cone. So it's like cannibalism or something. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Why not?
There you go. Why not?
Like,
just throw it in there. Yeah. But it is so true because, and nothing against like a DQ or
I grew up at the Cranberry DQ.
It's all we knew.
Right.
But I love seeing that so many of these local folks are really making it their own uniquely.
It's unique. The place like I grew up going to was Custard's First Stand. It's on Camp Horn Road.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love Custard's. My dad would
It's still there. Yeah.
It's still there. We were just there last week.
Yeah.
And you can get little candy eyeballs and lips on your any
Yeah,
scoop.
I do remember that.
I
Yeah.
just love that. And right across the street is a place called Time Bomb Toys, and it sells like horror themed shirts and stuff like that. So
isn't it hysterical how she goes off?
I can loop it into absolutely anything, even the ice cream, the most all-American summery thing. I find
eating eyeballs,
eating eyeballs and lips.
Right.
So
of course.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that because the Tasty Freeze, which I don't know is called Tasty Freeze anymore, in McKees Rocks is so well known for its frozen chocolate bananas.
Oh, yes.
So I'm curious, do any of these places have their own like iconic, like this Tasty Freeze was frozen bananas, chocolate covered. Is there anybody that's offering like something like you can
like
only
the
get it
thing.
at that
I feel
place?
like Pages, when they have their like blueberry ice cream and stuff like that. Pages, and they just got recognized by, I believe it was the New York Times, like about the best ice cream in America.
One of them, yeah.
One of the best ice creams. And Pages just so iconic. It's underneath like the bridges. It's just so Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And I love that about Pittsburgh. There's lots of little places to go. And David Andy's, like, sadly, closed. Mm-hmm. And Gus and Yaya's, and Gus recently passed away. While I was on vacation, I just felt so sad. I was going across the Bay Bridge when I heard. So that place we take for granted. It's there for 90 years. And it's still going to be there. But the traditions, I think, culinary traditions in Pittsburgh especially, are just so near and dear. My dad used to walk there with his twin brother from the north side, and just Gus and Yaya.
Everyone has a story. Yeah, so, that's it.
Yeah.
Are you an ice cream person though, or was this an assignment? Because truly, sometimes there's an assignment.
I assign myself things.
I love this. Yeah, I know
what I like, and that's what I go to. And since I have a 14-year-old daughter,
I was going to ask, did she go along with you?
Oh, of course, and that's what she wants to eat, is all the the junk food. So that's what we do. But
will you go on our Brussels sprout tour?
I absolutely would do, if it's Brussels sprouts and beets.
Oh,
I love beets
listen,
too.
I can't believe
I'm on the
saying this.
beet because I'm
love beets. Trying to like beets. I don't like them, and I need to go somewhere.
Let's go back to ice cream. Let's go back to ice cream.
I mean, there's probably beet ice cream somewhere, I'm
Wait,
sure.
Monica's curing me. It's from The Office. What's his name? Dwight. Beets.
Beets, yeah.
Say it.
Battlestar.
Yes, I was
Bears
like,
too.
what is it? There you go. I love everything that you do in the food scene. You make it so much fun. So we have to find a healthy one, even if we, do add some kind of like bacon to it. Because you kept saying it might not just be Brussels sprouts, right?
Exactly.
Kristy,
where does everybody find you and all of your articles?
You could find me on PittsburghMagazine.com. You could find me on Instagram at UndeadHead78. Or also, my food journey is We Are Going to Eat You, with just the letter U, because I like zombies, and that's
again something we did not know. Listen, I say this all the time. Pittsburgh Magazine's content, I literally wake up and it's Ask Virginia. It's literally the first thing I read, and your stories just entertain every single time, and I love it. I love following what you're doing.
The food scene is entertaining, so it's just easy to write when there's so many cool things happening. They just write themselves. They really do, because I like hearing stories from people.
But I like your take. I really do. You put yourself into the story, and that makes it really cool. In fact, you were just recently at our place, Spectrum Fudge. Which I know we don't have time to get into.
And I love Spectrum. Love. And I just wrote a story about them, and it's on the website. But
I know that was her.
Right.
They're amazing. They help people with autism. My daughter has autism, and so we were there, and they let her dip Oreos in chocolate. And
do you know there's a Yajagoff fudge?
Yes, I did.
Did you try it?
Yeah.
Look
Kristy,
how
you're
forward she went in Do you
You're
know?
lying.
She was challenging.
All right, real quick question of the day. It's the Summer Olympics. What would you partake in if you could?
Well, I said I don't like summer, but I grew up Mary Lou Retton, and I actually had a family member that lives on Mary Lou Retton Drive in West Virginia. So I would do that. I am about as flexible as Frankenstein.
Right.
So that would end badly, but so
Okay.
I would want to do that, but also not want to do
I would
that.
do your PR.
Thank you.
All right. Anyway, thank you again. Always a pleasure to have you on and to talk about all things Pittsburgh Magazine. Next up, we're going to talk with our dear friend, Melinda and Kristian, because it is Women Who Rock season. Stay with us on Yajagoff Late Night.
I've been thinking that Rohrich Automotive needs a new jingle.
Rohrich Automotive got the best cars around Pittsburgh.
Driving a Rohrich, I bought it at Rohrich. Picked up my new car at Rohrich Automotive. I got friends at Rohrich Automotive where the staff is nice and the dealership's loaded with brand new cars. And you can drive real far.
Mancini's Bakery, 97 years in business and still getting better. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you will see various Pittsburgh personalities like Gretchen McKay, Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, KDKA's own Mary Hours, and WPXI's Jenna Harner, learning how to make the famous Italian twist bread. Follow Mancini Bakery on Instagram and Facebook, and remember to ask for Mancini's.
Welcome to Flananigan. Can I take your orders?
You need a tap it?
No, we don't use this. We know how to yell the sandwich to the cook. Here we go.
Thank you, Tony.
Anytime.
Dig in.
It's John and Rachel. We love to dig into iconic Pittsburgh places like Permanis. So we brought our friends from People's Gas. Hey, guys.
Hey, it's that time of year again when homeowners are going to start those outdoor projects. So what we need you to know is please call at least 3 business days before you dig.
It doesn't matter if it's a big project like a pool or a new garage or something small like a mailbox. Always call before you dig.
I called. We can dig in.
So please call 811 3 business days before excavating so you don't have to call 911.
This week's Where You're At, we're hanging in Bellevue. Now, the important part about Bellevue is coming up, and I said Bellevue, by the way, August 17th. It is going to be the 2024 Rhythm and Brew Festival, right, Dan?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Dan with Bonafide Bellevue is here. Tell me all about the event that's happening.
Yep, so Saturday, August 17th from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. We shut down a section of the street here on Lincoln Avenue. We will bring in 21 breweries, 6 musicians, and we'll pair those breweries with businesses all along Lincoln Avenue. You can purchase a ticket and you will get 21 samples of the various beers and seltzers that we bring in, and all of that for $55, and an evening that is sure to sell out yet again for the 3rd year.
3rd year in a row. The first year you guys had how many people around there?
Right around 700 first year.
2nd year?
1,000 people sold out.
And then this year?
This year we're shooting for 1,000 tickets again, but even if you don't get a ticket, you're welcome to come down and hang out, listen to the music, grab a beer here from Lincoln Avenue Brewery, or one of the other bars that are in our little town.
John and Rachel, Yajagoff Late Night, and we come to the end of the podcast. As always, the big headliner is always a local musician. You know, we love local music, especially when they're doing huge things like Melinda and Kristian, Women Who Rock. We've had on the. As a matter of fact, we're celebrating almost our anniversary because you were on the very first Yajagoff Late Night on Friday, October 13th.
That's right.
Which is when something happened to the audio, but at least we got your music going.
At least we
Friday
got
the
that.
13th.
Of course, the first day,
Yeah. But we also patronized you pretty cheaply last week because we had your wine here, and you're here this week.
I know.
So we ran over to the Strip District to the City Winery to get some wine for our guests, and sure enough, there's Women Who Rock wine over there. So that's super cool. Is that a new line, like in the last year?
Yeah.
Tell us about that a little.
Just in May, it was to celebrate May being Women's Health Month and Women's Health Week and Mother's Day. City Winery, we've been doing some shows there. Actually, we played there with Melinda and the Night Sky back in November, and we did a really fun gig there that we sold out. We had a great crowd that night.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah. And then, of course, in May, we thought, we do fundraising because of Women Who Rock and our tie with women's health research. And of course, everybody loves wine. So City Winery came to me and said, do you want to design a wine bottle? And I said, of course. And then it was supposed to be there just for the month, but it's still there and you can still buy it. And $10 of every bottle goes back to McGee Women's Research Institute, which is pretty cool.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because, I was thinking what supporting it $1 or $2, but wow, $10, that's pretty awesome. Wow. And it is good wine, by the way.
It's very good wine.
Yeah,
Nice red.
I was going to say, do you remember what kind of wine it is?
Well, it started as a Malbec, and then it changed over into a Cabernet.
I was going to say, I thought it was
So
okay.
you might have had a Cab.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was
I
a
believe
Cabernet.
that's right. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So you are obviously synonymous with Women Who Rock, and we've had you on year after year to talk about it. Huge year with Melissa Etheridge. We're so excited. But tell everybody the rest of the lineup. And there's some really good opportunities for silent auction.
Absolutely. So this is our biggest year. Melissa Etheridge, we've been trying to get Melissa for a couple years now because to me, well, not only has she inspired me throughout my whole career as a musician, I actually got a scholarship to Berklee College of Music performing one of her songs.
I just got a little bit of chill.
So this is just like such a full circle moment to have her part of this show. But for me, Melissa has been a trailblazer for women in music. She's a huge advocate for so many issues. And her being a breast cancer survivor, it just really hit home because, of course, one of the areas of research at McGee Women's Research Institute, who we're partnered with on this concert, is breast cancer research. So that was really important to me. But we used to have the concert in October, and every October, Melissa was on Broadway with her show. So this year we said, okay, what can we do?
I was gonna ask, is that why?
That's why the date changed. So the concert's a little bit earlier, August 28th. But we were just so grateful that she's going to be here, full band, full set. And then, of course, like you said, supporting local music has always been something that was very important. I mean, it's part of the reason I started Women Who Rock. So DJ Femi will be kicking the night off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we love her. We have a Rising Star contest, and we just selected Grace Campbell is our Rising Star this year. So she'll be performing a song. Margot Bingham. So our host, our MC, is a little bit different this year because it's typically Michelle Michaels, but this is Michelle's 40th year in radio. So we thought she was very deserving of the Women Who Rock Impact
I
Award.
love that. Yes.
Oh, wow.
That'll be great.
So she'll be getting that. And then Margot Bingham, who is a Pittsburgh native who's gone on to do huge things.
Yeah.
Broadway, The Walking Dead, so many amazing things. She's an incredible singer, actress. She's become very close to the Women Who Rock family. She's performed part of our hard rock campaigns for us. So she'll be emceeing this year. And then, like you said, you've been there every year. It's so much more than just a concert.
Yes.
You got the pink carpet with Natalie Benson-Vanga hosting it. We have the silent auction. There are so many Gibson guitars this year. Melissa's autographing a bunch of stuff.
Wow.
Cocktails, the VIP lounge, the beauty bar. We really, there's no other event like Women Who Rock in terms of all of the incredible things that are happening.
And each year it just gets better and better. Kristian, we even talked about this last year, as we saw it grow. Isn't it amazing, the pride? I love seeing your face because you've watched what she's built and it has become quite the thing, right?
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, it's a tremendous amount of work. It's really cool, interesting work. And I say that just from watching her do it. I'm not trying to say that I've been doing a bunch of really intense work. She's been doing it all. I'm around.
Yeah.
I help load a van
You're
from time to
supportive.
time.
But, having a supportive partner, it's one of the most important things in life because, like you said, I mean, it's taking up a lot of my life right now. And to know that, I never have to worry, Kristian's just always so supportive of everything.
It also doesn't hurt that there's a lot of sponsors that have helped for quite a while, but it does not hurt that Gibson's been a sponsor for a few years, and they send guitars for auctions and stuff. So
do you try them out?
Random guitars showing up at my house is
it's okay.
not a problem.
Right.
Like,
it's okay.
And or bottles of wine at this point.
Yeah.
Too.
Or
and bottles of wine. Yeah.
Hey,
so we're coming to their house.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, I mean, you guys are performing. So it's obviously there is life after Women Who Rock because you guys have been everywhere as well. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect post Melissa Etheridge, right?
Yeah. So we're writing and recording new stuff right now. I think we're in and out of the studio all the time. We've got, I think, a few things in mind that are going to come out early next year. what else? I mean,
we've been doing gigs,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
still those pop up. Every year I sing at the Voices Carry Gala, so I'll be back there. But
Right.
yeah, we've been we're busy. We were in DC a couple weeks ago. A friend of ours did an all-female tribute to the Rolling Stones.
Saw
So
that.
yeah, that was really cool. So I emceed that, and we
Yep.
played there. So yeah, we've been, I think it's really important that no matter what you do in your life, whatever your passion is, you stay true to that at some point. So yeah.
Let alone the brand that you built, because Women Who Rock is not just a fundraiser. It's retail. You can go buy things from earrings, jewelry, now wine. It's become like this whole big movement. It's a franchise, such as, I guess,
in a good way.
In a good way,
Yeah.
that basically but all of it is for a good cause. I think it's cool that you found other ways than just having a gala, once a year. And so all year round, we're reminded of the work that Women Who Rock does. That was super cool.
Thank you. Yeah, and when we first did that show, I fast forward 7 years. You're right. I mean, we did a global campaign with the Hard Rock this past March for the second year in a row, and it's important because, of course, I will always be so proud that we started this in Pittsburgh and to have our Pittsburgh roots.
Yeah. Right.
But it also, like you said, is a movement that is empowering female artists all over the world. And the work at McGee Women's Research Institute, so many people don't realize that we're so lucky to have them in Pittsburgh, but they're our nation's first and largest research institute dedicated solely to women's health. So some of these groundbreaking discoveries, if they can help to cure ovarian cancer, which they are definitely on the route to do, it's not going to just impact women in Pittsburgh. It's going to have this global impact. So that's why it's so important to get this cause and to get this brand all over the world, because I think part of our success has been sometimes it's very scary or it's scientific to talk about health research, but doing it through music has just broken down all those barriers, which is incredible.
And it's like we said, it's bigger and better every year. Where can everybody find out more about you guys and where they can follow you as well as Women Who Rock?
Yeah, you want the band?
Yeah, the band, melindaandthenightsky.com is the website, and then all of the social media stuff's there. I think broadly speaking, we're always at Melinda and the Night Sky. Maybe there's a couple of the websites where it's not quite that, but so yeah, check out the website, follow all the social stuff.
Spotify.
Yeah, all the streaming stuff, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, you name it, we're on all those. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah.
And there are some tickets left for Women Who Rock. So,
there are.
yeah.
We have
not a lot. So
not
you
a
need
lot.
To act quickly.
Yes, we have a month left. All VIP is sold out, and all of our tables are sold out. But this really is a concert. It doesn't feel like a sit-down fundraiser or gala or anything like that. So the first floor at Stage AE, we keep totally general admission, and we do have general admission left, but not many. So if you want those tickets, womenwhorock.info is our website, and our social media is just @officialwomenwhorock.
We can't wait.
Yeah, pretty
Literally
awesome.
something we look forward to every year.
Pretty
We were
awesome.
so excited to hear that.
Real
with
quick,
Melissa.
do we have an item for our junk drawer?
Ooh, we do. So I brought you a...
I wasn't even going to ask. I just assumed because they did it already.
Look at this. Yeah.
Women Who Rock
a Women Who
guitar
Rock?
pick.
I love this.
Yes.
Thank
You
you.
need
I mean,
this.
it's not a Gibson, but I'll take it. Right?
Well, actually...
Is it?
Gibson made these for us.
I
So
love it. Thank
you have that.
so much.
You're
That's
welcome.
pretty cool.
And you
because
guys-
it'll fit very tightly and neatly into our very crunched junk drawer at this point after the year.
And also, the Olympics are here. What would you guys want to partake in? Summer Olympics. What are you? What are you gonna
man, which
Kristian.
Well,
you
okay,
could be the musician.
Come on. I mean, but we're talking about like, okay, so I get to like snap my fingers and suddenly do something. It'd be pretty rad to get a gold medal for something. I know it's the Summer Olympics right now. I think I would jump in a bobsled because that seems pretty gnarly.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'd be with
You know, yeah.
Okay,
I'll be
fair.
your team
Plus,
member.
I'm not much of an athlete, so if I just have to sit there and drive the thing,
There you go. Yeah.
maybe I could pull it off. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you can, Melinda.
Melinda.
I have a winter Olympic sport too. I would want
I
to
beat you to
do
it.
ice skating, figure
Seriously?
skating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would love that, especially for the fashion.
Yeah,
I would
well,
love
that's
to
the
have an
only
outfit.
reason.
That's the
Yeah,
only
I'm
reason,
not
really.
coordinated
Yeah.
at all.
Well, you guys are going to come back and sing, but before we do that, let's pitch out to our 412 dudes from Channing from Made in PGH. It's John and Rachel, Yajagoff Late Night.
Hey everyone, it's Channing with Made in PGH. I am the lead content creator with Made in PGH. We are a resource to help navigate the city. We have events and feature small businesses, and it's just a great guide for you to visit and see what's going on in the city. So tonight I'm coming at you with the 4-1 to-dos on Yajagoff late night, so let's get right into it. First up is Made in PGH's very own Best Bites event, and we're bringing it back to the neighborhood of East Liberty. August 24th, noon to 4. And for those who don't know, our Best Bites event is the ultimate foodie experience. You get your ticket and you wear your lanyard and you check off the stops as you go. And it's such a great opportunity to explore a neighborhood that maybe you haven't been to yet, or find some restaurants that you didn't even know existed. And the best part is you don't need a reservation and you get to sample all the latest and the greatest restaurants. So we're really excited to bring it back to East Liberty. We have a total of 20 stops. So be sure to bring your friends and family. It's such a fun event, and tickets do sell out really fast. They are on sale now. Just go to bestbitespgh.com to grab your tickets. And the best part of having this in East Liberty is just the wide variety of different restaurants. You'll have locally crafted cocktails and savory and some sweet. There's definitely some desserts on this tour, and we're just super excited to host it in East Liberty. A lot of the restaurants cater to dietary restrictions and food allergies, so be sure to get your tickets ASAP. And next up on my 4-1 to-dos are farmers markets. And I know fall might be right around the corner, but there are still plenty of time to get in the farmers markets. A lot of them do run through October, so I'll give you a nice little rundown of the upcoming markets. Bellevue Farmers Market happens every Wednesday from 3 to 7 in Bain Park. That's happening now through October. Bloomfield Saturday Market, I'm sure most of you have attended this. It is happening now through mid-November, every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. right in the heart of Bloomfield. And the Wilkinsburg Farmers Market happens every Thursday from 4 to 7. They have the freshest produce and always have live music, and you can stay up to date on their Wilkinsburg Market Facebook and Instagram. And you can't forget Market Square's Farmers Market. It is in their 20th season, which is incredible, and it's every Thursday from 10 to 2. And don't forget their Saturday night markets. They just have an incredible lineup of vendors and of course live entertainment as well. Please check out madeinpgh.com to check out the full lineup. And that's all I have for you for the 4-1 to-dos this week. Thank you so much for tuning in to Jagoff Late Night. Be sure to give me a follow at madeinpgh on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Welcome to Fanatic. Can I take your orders?
You need a tappet?
No, we don't use this. We know how to yell the sandwich to the cook. Here we go.
Thank you, Tony.
Anytime.
Dig in.
It's John and Rachel. We love to dig into iconic Pittsburgh places like Permanis. So we brought our friends from People's Gas. Hey guys.
Hey, it's that time of year again when homeowners are going to start those outdoor projects. So what we need you to know is please call at least 3 business days before you dig.
It doesn't matter if it's a big project like a pool or a new garage, or something small like a mailbox. Always call before you dig.
I called. We can dig in.
So please call 811 3 business days before excavating so you don't have to call 911.
Hey, we're Melinda and the Night Sky, and we're going to be performing Love Me Like a Man, and we hope to see you at this year's Women Who Rock benefit concert on August 28th at Stage 8.
Men that I've been seeing, baby, got their souls upon a shelf. You know they can never love me, can't even love themselves. But I need someone to love me, baby, someone who really understands. Yes, I do. Oh no, who won't put himself above me? Well, yeah, he loves me like a man. Well, I've never seen such losers, darling, even though I tried to find a man that could take me home. man to help me. No, baby, not some fool who asked me why. Well, now are you the one? Are you the one that can understand? Don't you put yourself above me. Well, I want you to love me like a man. No, don't you put yourself above me. I want you to love me like a man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Listen, everybody loves a good concert poster right there. Right there.
Look at
Check
that.
out.
I love it. So many familiar things. Look at all these sponsors you have year after year. I love it because it's growing and growing, and it's such a cool Pittsburgh thing. And I spy a Jagoff late night.
Yeah.
I got to tell you.
Yeah.
And we're really excited because of you. We get to chat with a couple of the other folks like DJ Femi and Margot, so we're really stoked. So stay tuned for
August
that
28th.
as well.
Be there.
Yeah. All right. All right. So thanks everybody for putting it all together. Monica, Johnny, Michaela, Tracy. Thanks to Alloy 26 for hosting us.
And we have a lot of events coming up, so make sure you're checking them out because summer is still here. And especially even if you're around this weekend, Sunday, Babesburg, check it out. Have a great weekend.